So I think that broad match will become surplus to requirements in the very near future, and AI Max will be the reason why you'll stop using broad match. If you watch my video on broad match versus phrase match, you know that I think phrase match is better than broad match and should be a starting point for most accounts. The problem with that though is that broad match does find volume. However, that broken connection between what people search for and the ad they're shown means that it converts worse than it's supposed to, which is typically why you see a lower ROAS from broad match. And that's why you can't just run phrase match. So all these things like long tail queries, broad match will find those, it'll find search terms you've never thought of. And for a long time, therefore, the choice was between the control or discovery when it came to match types. And in Savvy, we use dynamic search ads to avoid going straight to broad match. But I think that AI Max will change that. And in this video, I'm going to lay out why I think that despite most of us not seeing wholeheartedly positive results from AI Max yet, then I think that most of us will use AI Max much more than we've ever used broad match, and it will kill the need for using broad match at all. So let's start with what AI Max actually does and why I think there's a problem with broad match. AI Max is built on top of your existing campaigns and works to expand existing campaign reach. So you get like a keywordless expansion while you also get fresh ad copy that relates to the new keyword expansion, at least on paper. With broad match, you only get the reach. Google will find search terms that relate to your keyword, but the ad that they see will still be whatever static ad you wrote when you wrote the original ad for the keyword. There's often no connection between the broad match search term and the ad experience. And that's especially true if you create these bare bone broad match setups that all the kids think is all the rage today and just let Google find new search terms instead of doing the work. Because this violates the #1 law of Google Ads that's been true since day one. Search term intent should match the ad theme. Think of it this way. Broad match expands where your ads will show up. AI Max will expand where your ads show up and what your ads will say. One is about reach, the other is about combining reach with relevance. And in my experience, if you combine reach with relevance, you're gonna be just going after reach every single time. The reason why the combination works is that if we go back to the example that I had in the other video, if you have the keyword men's winter jackets and somebody searches for jackets like Arc'teryx but cheaper, then with a broad match keyword, then the search gets picked up, but the ad will still say shop men's winter jackets, and the landing page is a generic winter jacket collection page. Nothing in the experience matches what the person actually searched for. And the problem is that this search term will therefore not perform and be deprioritized by smart bidding, which exactly is the opposite of what you wanted to do. You're trying to scale. Again, this goes back to the whole thing that I talk about with broad match produce volume, but at lower ROAS. Now imagine the same scenario. You're running phrase match plus AI Max, and the keyword Arc'teryx alternative with AI Max picks up this search. But instead of just a static headline, AI Max generates something like premium winter jackets, starting at $149 and sends it to the technical jackets landing page. All of a sudden, the search term to keyword to ad to landing page chain all stays intact. So if you do an official comparison between AI Max and broad match, then on the keyword matching side, broad match will relate to the keyword. AI Max does the same thing, but it will also create the keywordless matching, which means that the expansion with AI Max is actually stronger than it is with broad match. On the ad relevance side, we also get much more tailored ads. We also get much more tailored landing pages, which is good. The problem that we're going to have with AI Max is that there's a lot less control. Where if we didn't think there was a lot of control with broad match, then welcome AI Max. Because Google can now expand what search terms you're being shown for. They can write the ads and they can find the URLs, which there's a chance that that's going to turn into AI generated slob and poor URL match. And that's the problem that we have. Basically on paper, we get the same effect between AI Max and broad match when it comes to the expansion side, but our ad copy and our landing pages are much more likely to be relevant to the search, which should mean that it converts better. Some of the scenarios with the best success that I've seen so far is a large catalog, for instance. Dynamic search was amazing in this aspect because it can match across a long tail search that will match to a product or subcategory landing page, and it'll show a specific headline brought in from that particular page. And this is why one of the things I've changed my mind on a lot over the last couple of years is running a large spending DSA campaign is actually a good thing. I used to say that if you had a huge DSA campaign, then it was because you were lazy. I've changed my mind on that. Another scenario that's really good is when there's a lot of countries, because you can rarely get everywhere. I have a client with 32 countries. I have another client with 11 countries. And what ends up happening is you miss out on having written ads and headlines for like a medium level subcategory somewhere in Poland. That's just going to happen. And that's where I think AI Max can help you get there over time. I think it can help you build up a catalog of writing different headlines, like an inventory of high performing headlines. It's not going to get all of them right, like we can see in some examples in a second, but I think it's going to get it right more times than not over time. Now, there's also a couple of cases where we're going to have limited success, like DTC brands with very few products. There simply just isn't enough volume there, and your ads are already relevant. So running broad match or running AI Max there's nothing to gain really from it, because the expansion isn't there, just chances to write some more headlines, and honestly, you should do that yourself. Similarly, if you have a very optimized account that's very limited, then your ads are already relevant. You've found all the keywords. There simply just isn't more volume to find. Let me try to show you the data from a few tests that we've been running. So test number one here is where we're trying to pull in the headlines and trying to see how many headlines are actually written by AI Max. When AI Max first came out, they wrote barely none that made it into the top 50 top performing headlines in an account. Here we're starting to see that, okay, here we have 3 that are actually starting to pop into the top 15, top 20 headlines in an account. And these are removed because they were seasonal, but they actually started performing. They were actually doing well. If we look at the same thing in test 2, then if we first just look at the volume, again, volume wise, there's not a lot of click volume that come in from AI Max. And it's not because I think that that's not going to change. Like, these tests were done in the spring of 2026. And already now in April, we're starting to see, especially since Google announced the forced migration from DSA to AI Max, that AI Max, it looks like it's just starting to take more priority over dynamic search ads and other campaigns. So I think volume wise we'll be fine, but we haven't seen a lot of volume with AI Max in the past. If we look at AI headline data for this account, then we started seeing some really cool ones, because all of a sudden, it can write, just like DSA, it can write a longer headline. Instead of having 230 character headlines, it can all of a sudden write 140 or 150 character headline to get more details in there. And as we're starting to see here, you're getting higher click-through rates and higher conversion rates across several of the Google AI written headlines, which is pretty cool. Now, I also have to say that just 2 days ago, I found an example in an ad account where they said the best swimming goggles in 2025. So it's still dumb, but we're getting better. But based on all this that we're seeing, I think we have a clear sense that AI Max is going to be a better option than broad match in the future. You get all the search term diversity that broad match gives you, but with ads that has the potential to match what people are searching for. Especially at scale across multiple languages, this might be the one thing that's going to take you from spending 10% of your budget a month on search to saying you just spend 20 or 30% of your budget, which will be much better for you. So before I let you go, just a few thoughts on how to enable AI Max, because like a product manager at Google told me, this is a new version of dynamic search ads. That means to me that we can take a lot of the experiences and learnings with us from dynamic search ads, which means that we should look at excluding keywords, brand terms, garbage, anything that performs poorly over a 30-day period should be excluded. You should also exclude poor performing URLs. Now, there's going to be a challenge here, because you cannot use page content exclusions anymore. This was the thing where if a page said out of stock, or if a page said 0 products on the page, we could identify that with a page content exclusion. That doesn't exist with AI Max. So for out of stock, you have to upload a page feed with all your out of stock products, and it has to be dynamic. You also have to upload a page feed with all the pages on a website where there's no products in there, or they're empty, or for whatever reason you don't want to advertise for them. That also has to happen through page feed, because otherwise you're going to start excluding way too much. That's something we're going to work on. I'm going to create a video on how to do all these things, but in my opinion, testing AI Max over all these things, then these days, by this time in 2026, saying that it only focuses on brand terms and you should just turn it off, it's just lazy, because Google have confirmed DSA goes away. Google has confirmed AI Max is the future, so try to lean into it a little bit, learn how to use it, because bottom line for me, advertisers that want 80% of the results for 20% of the time spent, then the phrase match with AI Max combination should be the go-to setup in the future for e-commerce. I'm not saying that it's ready today, because I don't think that there's evidence for that yet, but I do think that more people enable AI Max in 2026 than enable broad match. You get that search term discovery that makes broad match attractive, combined with ad relevance that the broad match just can't deliver. So I think we're heading towards a world where Google will kill off broad match, and I am on record of saying crazy things. Now, we've changed a little bit about the video structure. So if you like a lot of the visuals that we're putting in here today, please put it in the comments, because it takes quite a bit of time to get all those visuals right. But if it's something you like, then we're going to continue creating more of them. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the comments.